Welcome, welcome, welcome to GarnetQueentarot, where we are inspired to rise. Aries, how are my Rams doing? How you guys doing? What's going on? Now, you guys know, especially you got to practice on your breathing. So inhale, exhale twice. Let's do it. Welcome. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And shake it off. How's everything going? How's your fall starting off? Can you believe the summer is done already? Oh my goodness. Didn't it just start? Where did the time go? Weather changing. Leaves are falling. Some places still experiencing the heat wave. It's like everything is just off kilter right now. You know? Everything. Relationships. Everything. People that's been together for years. It's like we're in the twilight zone. So much is happening. Celebrity issues. It's a lot. It's a lot. People coming out of their shells and speaking up, and it's a lot. What's been going on in your life? Yes, let's see what's happening. Unconditional love. The miracle of prayer. Ooh. Express your creativity. Are you giving unconditional love, or do you want unconditional love? That's the question. The miracle of prayer. That's something you get more in tune with yourself and figuring things out, which is something you don't always do. So this is a big deal for you. And express your creativity. So you're putting your faith into something and you're looking for a positive outcome, which is great. And the support that you're receiving is unconditional love because you didn't think somebody had your back like that. So now you're recognizing the fact that somebody does. That's a big deal. Somebody's there for you. That support system is there. And you're putting the energy in. Wow. You're becoming more accountable. You're putting that energy in. It's somebody you care about that's with you. And you recognizing the fact that they got your back, which is a nice thing. Unconditional love. You realizing that no matter what you do, they still hanging out with you. They still there for you. They still want to be with you. They accepting you for who you are and what you bring to the table. And you recognizing that because it's like you know you could count on them. This relationship, I don't think you've had one like this before. There's some bickering and stuff like that. And rather than argue with the person, which before previously you used to, get at people if they didn't do things the way you wanted. Now you're learning about compromise and you're praying more. This is a beautiful thing for you. And you're expressing your creativity. You have that solid and stable foundation right now with someone. And it's been like a seesaw, up and down, up and down. But through it all, it's like almost like the Rashida and Kirk Love and Hip Hop relationship, up and down. And then you finally realize that y'all need to come together and compromise. You're doing things differently now. You're kind of listening to the request. And your heart is in it. Unconditional love. The heart is in it. And you praying. They getting you to pray more. That's a big deal. That's a big deal for you. Because it shows that commitment, that dedication. Let's see who this person is that's getting the Aries to level off and to be on the playing field and praying and building and being creative and unconditional love. It's like, wow, you haven't had this completely before. You're getting more serious now. You are praying the miracle of prayer. You know what you need, you know what you want, and you know what? It's coming to light. It's coming to light. This is a big deal for you. A big deal. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm losing patience with this. I'm ready to move on. That's probably why you've been praying on it and trying to work things out. I'm not sure I deserve the way you love me. Ooh, this is you. This is you. This is you. You are not sure if you deserve the way that they love you unconditionally. That's why you're starting to pray and things like that, because you're realizing how effective and how important this person is in your life and what they do for you beyond the realm. And you're starting to recognize it, which a lot of times from past relationships, you went through the emotions, but you weren't fully committed. You were there. You participated. But that unconditional love, are you going to reject me? Are you mad? You know what you did. They got you. Ooh. Okay, let me see this one. Memories of us still linger even after all this time. You see, this is the one that got the heart. This is the one that got the heart. And when they said to you, when you get somebody that loves you unconditionally to say these exact words, I'm losing patience with this. I'm ready to move on. That's what the wake-up call was for you. Somebody that you realize has always been there for you, loving on you unconditionally, is telling you that what they're getting in return is making them want to move on and say, I'm done with this relationship. I'm done. Because they keep giving and giving and giving, and you weren't giving back. You don't want to keep pouring and investing in somebody and you're not getting a return on your investment. What kind of love is that? That's a one-sided love. But now, with this person threatening to come out of your life and leave, it has you praying, it has you focusing, it has you not wanting to lose out on this unconditional love, because you've been getting away so long with the stuff that you was doing that you took it for granted. You know, I always tell people you don't miss the water till the well runs dry. I grew up hearing that saying all the time. People take and take and take from the well. You understand? Until it's just dried out. You have to give too. In other ways. Be there. Be that support system and let them know this is not a one-sided relationship. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm committed to it. I'm dedicated to it. I want it. Don't assume that the other party knows. There are some people that will always tell you everything wrong but never tell you when you do things right. You know, they'll speak the words. They might be telling you, you know I love you, Aries. You know I love you. And yeah, or ditto. This ain't ghosts. You got to make sure that you know, that you let this person know that you're there for them, that you care. Put action behind your words. Don't just be a talker. There's a lot of talkers. And Aries can talk now. Y'all can talk some good game. But follow up with the actions to let those people know that's in your life that I want to be with you. I'm there with you. You got me. I got you. Actions speak louder than words. You know, you got to put some force behind those words to let people know that you're serious. We are going somewhere. We are climbing up the ladder. And when you realize now that you're on shaky ground, all of a sudden, you talking about the miracle of prayer. Ooh, they praying too, that you work through your issues. You got to be grounded. You got to know that there's a time where you got to you could be romantic. I'm not saying you're not romantic. I'm just saying that the romance is there, but then you're going to do something that throws off the whole relationship. And you might laugh it off or think it's funny, and it's not. It's not. This person doesn't think or believe that you're taking this relationship seriously. And they keep pouring into you and you're not pouring back into them. You have to be able to say, you know what? I care about you. I'm serious about you. And those actions have to complement those words. They have to become intertwined. Talk is cheap. I love you, I love you, I love you. If you say it at all. You have to be able to show your feelings in the light, not just in the bed. You have to be able to dedicate yourself to who loves you if you love them. Don't waste people's time if you're not serious. And you don't need to have more than one. Commit to a person and let them know we're building. Your creative juices are flowing right now, definitely in career and business. Make sure it flows in the relationship because this person loves you unconditionally and you are comfortable with this person. You're not always comfortable with everybody. You just go through the motions. You really care about this person too, but they've made it so easy for you that now that you've been warned, which you've been warned before, but now this person is talking about moving on. So now you're praying to your source and saying, listen, I know I wasn't adding up with everything properly. I realize that this person is a good one there for me. Let me just keep them, okay? Okay, source, let me just keep them and build from that point on because I realize I don't know how my life is going to be without them in my life. They're a good person. And I want to be better. You're praying to be better. You're praying to do better. And like Maya Angelou said, when you know better, you do better. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from the hiccups along the way. Make up your mind that this is what you want. Imagine your life without that person. Because a lot of times people get comfortable and they let things go and they just think, that person's going to always be there for me. I know a lot of people that have left people after years of being together. I'm talking about 25, 30, 10, 50. People just say, okay, I put my time in. Release me. I know this arrogant guy that I used to do business with, and he used to say, oh, she's fine with this or she's fine with that. He has 3 children. The last child went to college. And the mother said, okay, all the kids are going out the house. Let's split the house 50-50. And you go your way, I go mine. But I definitely don't want to stay in this relationship anymore. I wanted to raise my children, make sure they were taken care of. And the last one, she just went off to college. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with this marriage. And people get fed up. And he's saying he never saw it coming. He's telling me, I never saw it coming. I'm telling him this has been building up for a while. You just chose not to be aware. This has been building up. And the wife communicates. She constantly said, I'm not going to keep taking this. But you deafen your ears sometimes and you don't hear the words being said. It goes in one ear and out the other. A lot of times people listen to react. They don't listen to hear. And all this time, all these years of her beating him down with what she was feeling, he listened, but he brushed it off. When you want to be in a long-term relationship with someone, you have to open your ears and hear what your partner is saying. Don't just assume whatever, they talking nonsense again, nagging and this and that. That man was devastated when I tell you. Devastated. I asked him, I said, did she not ever tell you how she felt about this or that? Or he's like, yeah, she always mumbling something. But, yeah, now, is a different thing now. Man was crying. He praying, all kinds of stuff like that. He never thought she would leave. And this happens a lot of times because a lot of people don't listen to their partners in relationships. They brush it off as unimportant. Whatever. But when people are fed up, It's a whole nother ball game. It's a whole nother ball game. Look at Jaheim and R. Kelly and all of them. They tell you when a woman's fed up. It could be a man, it could be a woman. When somebody's fed up, they're willing to give up everything in a relationship to start something new because it's been going on for years. Look at Judge Mathis. From what I heard, allegedly, him and his wife having their issues, and she's ready to divorce and get out of the marriage. She said, I've been telling them for years, there's a lot of people that just feel that they want to live their lives with joy, peace, and happiness, and they don't need to be with somebody that ignores those feelings, those desires. Make up your mind. If you're going to be in a relationship with someone and you want it to be long-term, communication is key. Communication is the key. Don't hear people just to respond or brush it off. Hear what people say. Listen to hear what is being said to you. It's like telling a kid, don't jump on the bed. Don't jump on the bed. Don't jump on the bed. And they still jumping. Don't jump on the bed. And then you come and give one whop-hop. They decide, well, I guess I shouldn't be jumping on the bed while they're crying. Some people need to be, it needs to be hit them over the head to wake up and realize what I'm saying. And this is what has happened to you. Somebody said to you, you want to be with me? You need to do what's right because I'm tired of telling you. So right now I'm ready to move on. Now you're crying, woe is me. I'm telling you, start learning to listen and hear. Don't brush it off. Communicate with that person and let them know that you are dedicated to this relationship. You know what's being said. Paraphrase it if you must, but hear what they're saying. Goodness. Hear what people are saying. Ooh, you got your temperance. You wanting balance and harmony in your life. Patience. Think of temperance. Think of the mode. You're wanting this peace, this love, this harmony. Now you're praying. Because it comes a time in everybody's life where they realize what's important and what's not. And after this person saying to you over and over and over again what they like and what they don't like, and you heard them, but you didn't listen. You ever talk to somebody and they looking and it seems like they're looking right through you? They're not listening to you. They're hearing what you're saying, but it's being brushed off, going in one ear and out the other. And that's how this relationship has been. This person has loved you for years unconditionally. And you've loved them, but you've been falling short because you didn't put 100% commitment into the relationship. You didn't dedicate your life to this person. And they've been dedicating their time, their life, their being, their existence into you without a return on investment that was significant. And now you want to do the things you were supposed to do all along and want them to stay. You got to prove yourself long term. It's not going to be a quick fix. At all, by no means necessary. It's not going to be a quick fix. You know what you want now, and you want that harmony. You want that balance. You want the relationship to be stable and solid. But you got to build back now, brick by brick, because they don't believe you. They don't trust you. And this is what you want. You want this foundation with them. You've had it so good for so long, unconditionally, because technically it wasn't unconditionally, because of the fact they were doing what they thought was right, and that you in turn would follow suit. So they loved you unconditionally, but they kept letting you know some of the items on the list that need to be checked off so that we could continue growing this relationship. But you didn't listen. You didn't listen. You didn't listen at all. And what's happening is you're starting to feel this lacking. You know, you want to develop things and be more creative, but there's some kind of roadblock. There's a roadblock now because you can't put 100% in. You have the Empress, and you're dedicated to your life as far as growing, but there's lacking of that creative juice flowing. There's some kind of blockage, some type of blockage, and everything is not free flowing as you believe it should be. This is where the issue is coming about. You want it to be free flowing like it was. And now that the blockage is there, you're praying to your source. You have the juices wanting to flow for your creativity, but you aren't able to apply it because now things are off kilter. It's not the way it used to be. It's not the way it used to be. And you're fighting to get it back to the way it was. But now you're working extra hard because you didn't listen before. So all the things that you could have done throughout the time frame, you're trying to do everything immediately, and the trust is not there anymore because it took years to get to this point. You have to work on it, and you have to be able to show, I'm serious now. Not just quick thing, oh, I'm going to do it differently. No, they've had that opportunity with you before and you didn't follow through. So now they want to see action being placed behind your words, not just cheap talk. It's a whole different ball game now. You got to learn the steps and you got to march to them. It's a different beat. You know, you got your 8 of Cups. And you're thinking, I mean, this person is telling you basically to walk away. And, you know, like when you're going after something and you keep doing everything, you're seeing this relationship might be coming to an end because you're not satisfied anymore. You don't like how they're reacting to your actions. You're seeing that this could actually be over for you. And they're telling you straight up, I've been talking to you for years. I've been working with you on this relationship. And I think it's best you do walk away. You're not happy in it because if you were, you'd be doing right by me. I know I'm not happy with it. And I just believe I deserve more. I deserve more. And you're not satisfied. You can't believe that things are not aligning up the way it's supposed to be. The satisfaction is not there on either side now because they're not doing the things they used to do for you. You don't want to have to start over, but if you're not content with what's going on, what do you expect? What do you expect? And then in reverse too, you got like, wow. You got this. You got the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups. When you think about it, you have your independence now. Everything that you thought you wanted, you now have. You want to be free. You want to be independent. You want to do what you want to do. You know, now you have the opportunity. You're regretting the demise of the relationship. People are gossiping and talking about it and saying, "Ooh, you know who broke up? Ooh, you know who broke up?" I'm telling you, this is what's been happening. You're now at a point where you thought that no matter what went down, that person was always going to be there. That's what you believed. And now that person is like, I had enough. I'm moving on. And you're sitting there contemplating all the actions and you're replaying it in your head. It's not that I didn't know. I did know. I didn't listen. This person kept saying it over and over and over to me. And I let it go. I brushed it off because I didn't really care at the time. Because I never thought it was going to go anywhere. So now I'm hurting. You got 2 cards in reverse. And it's talking about the end. You wanting peace. You don't want to argue this and that. You getting mad and you walking away. They're telling you, I've been talking to you for a long time. Don't try to be mad now. And your prayers, they'll come into fruition, but maybe for another relationship, because I see people walking away from this one. You're not content. They're not content. That's probably why you weren't fully committed at that time. You were out exploring, and now the adventure is over. And you realize the loss that you will be suffering from. And this person, by no means, is willing to just be an easy pushover, because they feel that so many years have been wasted trying to get you to listen to them and trying to work on getting a return on their investment, that it's not worth pouring in any more to you. It's like they're empty. They just feel, I need more. I need more. And you weren't willing to give it. I need more. And now you're coming back on bended knee, and it's, they're tired of hearing about it. They're tired of hearing. I've given you everything that I have in my tank, and now the tank is empty. So unless you could come correct 100% in reverse, do it backwards, flips, do everything, this is done. So it's up to you how you move forward, but you're going to have to do a lot of proving to this person that it's definitely well worth revisiting, reuniting, reconciling. And you have to put the effort in. But a lot of times your pride gets in the way, because I ain't begging nobody. Especially when you know, because you're walking away. Because you feel it's just too much effort. All right. But the next relationship, I can guarantee you, you're going to listen. You're going to listen. You're going to learn. You're going to communicate. And you're going to be able to have patience with people. The whole point of everything is learning from our mistakes, from our errors. Is learning to do things better. Because when you know better, you do better. Garnet Queen Tarot here, where we're inspired to rise and be our best selves. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much for sharing your message with us. Take care. Talk soon.